Let's take a look at some important information on the real-world range you can expect from Enyaq IV. Sometimes we're asked, how come my car won't go quite as far as the WLTP figures in the brochure? In fact, we hear this question from petrol and diesel customers as well as EV customers too. And here's why. All EVs on sale, just like internal combustion cars, must state their standard range according to the Worldwide Harmonised Light Vehicle Test Procedure, or WLTP for short. That's a legal requirement. Every car, regardless of manufacturer, goes through a specific test cycle on a rolling road in a laboratory. In the 30-minute test, cars go through strong acceleration and deceleration cycles at a variety of set speeds over different gradients and inclines, and at a specific temperature. And a test can never truly replicate real-world driving conditions. The number of variables is just too great, which is why the test range is unlikely to be achieved on the road. So what's the point in having it? Well, the real value in the WLTP test figures is their consistency. The test environment is the same for every car, as is the driving cycle it follows. That means the figures generated can be used to make accurate and fair comparisons from manufacturer to manufacturer. It's the same data our retailers use to run comparisons on the Škoda Digital Assistant. But whilst useful for comparisons, it still doesn't answer the original question about real-world range. How far will your Enyaq IV really go on a full charge if we're saying it won't deliver the WLTP range? Well, very generally, you can assume your real-world range may be roughly 75 to 80% of the WLTP tested range if you're not driving like a maniac. This is indicative and can be different for different people. Check out the range calculator on our website to understand more about how certain factors can influence your range. Things like aggressive acceleration, the type of driving you're doing, urban, extra-urban, or a combination of both, the weather and the temperature will all have an effect on the range. It's exactly the same as for internal combustion vehicles. If you're flooring it everywhere in a petrol or diesel car, you'll use more fuel and decrease your range. Broadly speaking, electric vehicles are no different. When you first get in your Enyaq IV, there will be a period where you both get to know each other. And here's the really clever bit. Enyaq IV will take this time to learn about your driving habits and start to use these to more accurately predict your range. It will take approximately 300 miles of driving your usual routes and journeys for your Enyaq IV to more accurately predict your range. Once this initial period is over, it will use the last 60 miles of driving to predict your future range when your battery is full. Should the battery be nearing empty, it will switch to looking at a shorter range and review your last 6 miles or so to give a better prediction of how long you have until the battery is completely empty.